Is in here. He's saying some interesting. I like Razzing Trolls. So Tech Fanatic has 0 videos on YouTube, but he wants to, like, you can have an opinion all you want. You can have an uninformed, uneducated, ignorant opinion and everything. Because I've done 1,200 videos on YouTube, 1,000 plus live streams, 300 plus interviews, 600 articles. I'm gonna flex on you real quick. I've got 5 articles in Forbes, 1 in the Huffington Post, and 1 in Entrepreneur. Show me your body of work. Show me the videos you made. Show me the Show me your moves made.
Oh, yeah. We getting a little saucy in the building. What's up, people? What's going on? It's Friday night, which means we are in the building and we are live on Friday Night Vyp. And already we got the chat populating with a lot of folks out here. What's going on? How are y'all doing tonight? I appreciate y'all being here, man. I always tell you all, I know that you could be doing anything else with your Friday night, but the fact that you choose to spend a few minutes with me at the very least, I'm always grateful and appreciative. So thank you so much. But with that out of the way, and I can't believe I forgot my damn watch again, but whatever. With that out of the way, let's get this party started. I apologize because the intro is not going to be as crazy as it usually is because my throat is a little on the dry side and I don't want to aggravate it any more than I have to. So the intro might be a little bit toned down tonight, but it's all right. It's all good. I'm still here. We're still live. We're going to go as good as we can go given what I'm working with here. So current time is 6:32 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means you are in the right place. You are on the right YouTube channel, baby. Yes. So for those of y'all who are not usuals here and you don't understand how this goes, normally I would tell you at this moment, you want to listen to this next part very carefully, but I don't think you're going to have to listen to it that carefully tonight. But I'm going to say it anyway just because it's my usual thing. So for those of y'all who word viper, for those of y'all who are new here and you don't know the proceedings about how this live stream goes, this is the part of the live stream. I'm going to need you to turn your volume down. Because if you don't turn your volume down, I will not be held liable for what your neighbors think about you listening to some loud dude on YouTube. That's on you, not on me. That's on you, not on me. Now, Lord, yeah, we're not going to hold heavy tonight. But with that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and do this muted introduction here, and we'll go ahead and get the party started. Do the roll call, and we'll figure out what the hell this live stream is going to be because I have no idea. But all right, so turn your volume down. You've been warned, but tonight you won't get it as bad tonight as you would normally get it because the throat is not in the game. My throat's not 100% into it tonight, but it is what it is. We're going to work anyway. Because I'm Viper, and that's what Viper does. So, here we go. What's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech, and we are live. Welcome to Friday Night Vyp, baby. Woo! Oh, yeah. It is that day again. We are back. We are live on YouTube. All right. Man, that was rough. But before we get started with tonight's festivities, let me see who I got in the chat tonight. First on the list is Alex Jackson coming from the Great North. What's up, bro? How you doing? Jonathan Rash is here. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing? Alan Osborne, channel member, is here. What's up, Alan? How you doing? I appreciate you, my dude. Jason C is in the cut. What's up, Jason? How you doing? Good to see you. We got my enforcer. Genosis is in the cut. What's up, bro? How you doing? Jeff Hale is here. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? What's going on? Pat Tech is in the building. What's up, Pat? How you doing, man? What's going on? Of course, we got my man Technically T. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's going on with you? Cool Gamer is here. What's up, Cool Gamer? How you doing? 504 is in the cut. What's up, my dude? We got my man Boom in the sky. What's up, Adam? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Who else we got out there? My head of security is here. LFA Review. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, baby? What's going on? Who we got? Oh, we got the Norwegian sensation, Elvira. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? We have Elvira out there. Hey, Elvira, how you doing? I think I passed my, I must have missed. Did I pass you? Yeah, I think I missed you, but Pat Tech is here. What's up, bro? How you doing? I feel like I passed you up. But what's up, Pat? How you doing, man? What's going on with you? All right, let me go back down and catch up. Let's see what we got. Let me keep going. Let me keep scrolling. Did I catch everybody? Blah, 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 blah. No. No, that's it. That is it. Oh, that's the whole roll call. Okay. 23 people are watching or listening right now, and I did not call 23 people names. So shout out to my Lurk Squad out there. Again, I know y'all can be doing anything else with your night, but you are spending a few moments with your boy Viper for whatever reason. You don't want people to know that you rock with Viper, but the Viper sees you. I see you out there. So shout out to my Lurk Squad. I appreciate y'all being here. What's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. We in the building. Friday Night Vyp is now live. So, okay. Look, we got people coming in late. I see you, Michael Pepper Tech. What's up, Michael Pepper? How you doing, man? What's going on? So let's get it out the way. Let's talk about the title of the live stream. It's not anything that salacious or anything like that tonight. It's called PTO. For any regular 9 to 5 person, you know what PTO is. It stands for personal time off, which is what Viper is now currently on. Viper is on vacation for the next 2 weeks, which means next week there will be no Friday Night Viper because I'm stepping back from practically every damn thing. So I'm taking a whole ass vacation, yo. So we're gonna do this bad baby tonight. I'm gonna hang out with y'all for a little while, and then I'm going on vacation. Unfortunately, I'm not really going anywhere per se. It's gonna be more of a staycation, chilling at home. But I did get a new car recently, so I'll probably be driving around a new whip a little bit, enjoying my time off doing nothing. But I am going to be in California at the end of the month for a VidCon. So if you are going to VidCon, come up to the vidIQ booth, say hi. I'll be working auditing channels and all that stuff. So if you are going to be at VidCon at the end of June, I will see you in Anaheim, California. Hey, but for the next 2 weeks, I'm on vacation, yo. I'm not doing anybody's work. So I'm chilling. So that's why I want to be here tonight, because I know next week I am not going to be here. There will be no Friday Night Viper next Friday night. I'm taking that Friday night off. So that is what's going on. I'm here. But we here tonight, though. We here tonight. Yo, man. Hey, if you're in Chicago, let me know ahead of time, though, my dude. Let me know ahead of time. But if you are here at the end of June, I will not be here, unfortunately, Adam. So we will miss each other just like that. Man. Whoo. Okay. Yeah, we're not talking about edible, man. We're talking about PTO, not POT, bro. Stop playing. Yo, Digital Slang. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Digital Slang is in the building. Appreciate you being here, my dude. What's going on? But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Taking a couple of weeks off. Just relaxing. I've been going hard for the past 8 months since I got back from Vid Summit. So I'm like, you know what? I got some PTO stored up. Let me go ahead and use 2 weeks of it. So here we are. In other news, as much as I take, damn, I can't talk like throat is crazy and I can't talk. But for us big tech people, for us Apple people, we are a few days away from WWDC 2022, the Worldwide Developer Conference. Yes, it is here. It is here on Monday. And I've been reading through the Twitter tea leaves, and our boy, the world best Apple reporter, Mark Gurman, says that there's going to be big changes coming to iPad at WWDC. He says there's going to be some changes to the iPad multitasking interface, including window resizing and handling of multiple apps at the same time. So apparently, according to Mark Gurman, Apple is trying to make iPad function a little bit more like a MacBook. And there have been some feelings about that on the Twitter. Notably, I've seen Renee Ritchie tweet about this, and I've seen other people tweet about this. They don't want the iPad to turn into a MacBook. I know I've had my man Joseph Ackerbrud on here in the chat a few times. He talked about how he doesn't want to see that either. I don't really know if I feel strongly either way. I would love to see the iPad get some more functionality. It would be nice if they had an actual real file system and not that files app that we have currently. I mean, it's better than what we had in the past. But I mean, the whole file, the way you do files with iPad and iOS in general is just wacky. So I would love to see some type of revamp going on with that. But as far as iPad goes, I mean, obviously, if we can get some more functionality out of it, iPad OS, that would be cool. It seems like Apple is being very careful about how they handle that. They don't want to do anything that would seem like it would compromise the functionality of macOS. We talked about last year how we thought that they might bring Final Cut Pro to the iPad OS, and that still has not been a thing. I don't really know why they can't or won't do that. I'm confused. Like, if you want to keep the MacBook, and keep the iPad, I feel like you can still do that and have Final Cut. You can have two different versions of Final Cut. You can have Final Cut on MacBook, and you can have Final Cut on iPad. So I don't know why Apple can't make that happen, or they're unwilling to make that happen. I don't know why. Certainly, we know that video editing is possible on iPad. Look at LumaFusion. LumaFusion has been thriving for years. So it's certainly capable of handling video editing and high-level video editing. I have video edited 4K files on an iPad. So the iPad has all the power that it needs to handle video editing. So I don't know why it's not a thing yet. But maybe come next week around Monday afternoon, we'll get some news on that front. I don't know, but it would definitely be nice if that were to become a thing. We don't really know much more other than that. I don't really know too much about what might be happening with iOS and watchOS and tvOS. Apparently, the Apple Watch might get a new low power mode. I mean, okay, I guess. I think the Apple Watch needs a better battery, and not having to worry about a low power mode. Give me a better battery, then we could be in a building. But we shall see what happens with the Apple Watch Series 8, which will be out later this year. In addition to what they do with watchOS 9. So also, there's supposed to be a lot of app upgrades on the Apple Watch, so we'll see what happens with that. As it relates to iOS 16, there's talk about a new iPhone lock screen. I mean, okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, I think iOS needs a lot more than a new lock screen, but that's just me. I don't know. Oh, we got more people sneaking in the back door. I see Fit Blonde Tech out there. What's up, Fit Blonde? How you doing? Good to see you in the building here. All right, Pat says, oh no, Michael Pepper says, utilizing that RAM so you don't have to upload freeze up when you go do something else would be nice. That would be. Now, see, we got Jonathan down here asking the hard questions. Do we have any word on the iPad calculator? Now, if we had words up in here, Vyper will let you know, but we have heard nothing about the probability of an iPad calculator, but I think it's long past time, man. It's long past time. Barry Johnson, what's up, bro? How you doing, Barry? Good to see you, my dude. What is going on? Jason says, still no split screen multitasking. How many years must we wait? The iPad has split screen multitasking. What are you talking about? The iPhone doesn't have it, but the iPad does. But yeah, it would definitely be nice to see some type of split screen multitasking functionality on iPhone. That would be nice. Will we get it? I'm not gonna hold my breath. I don't. It seems like Apple has their defined roles for all their devices, and they don't want to have too much overlap if they can avoid it. Now we know they have continuity, and they have it to where apps work across the different platforms, and that's cool. But as far as the functionality of the platforms, it seems like Apple wants to keep iPhone, iPad, MacBook, and that's how they want it. I don't know if that's going to change with this WWDC. But again, we won't have much longer to wait because it's happening on Monday afternoon at the spaceship at Cupertino. So keep your ear to the ground and let's see what we get come Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And speaking of Joseph Ockbrew, he is showing up in the building. Late but still great. Joseph, what's up, bro? How you doing? What's going on? We got OK Fishing in the building. What's up, OK? How you doing? I appreciate all of y'all dropping in and hanging out with your boy Vyper. Of course, my man Boom. He's all about that Android in that window. I don't know how you do it, my dude. See, I believe that I don't know if Boom has ever experienced the Apple ecosystem, because once you experience the ecosystem and how everything works together, it's hard to go back to Windows and Android, bro. I know everybody has their preferences, and I respect that. But man, once you have a taste of that Apple ecosystem and the congruency and the seamlessness of how apps work together, no, I'm not going back. Not to mention the fact that trying to update a Windows device is like a weekly thing. Ugh. Man, I'm glad that I only have to update my MacBook like maybe once a month, if that. I mean, MacBook updates are rare. Windows updates are a daily thing. Damn near. So I'm going to stay on my MacBook. I'm good to go. I'm just saying. I don't know how y'all do all that. Man. Let's see. Okay, I already read that one. Means make sure to go up and I didn't miss any more tweets. Oh, we got Fire and Flame. But yeah, once again, I just want to thank y'all for chilling out with me tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. Oh, we got Catherine out there. What's up, Catherine? How you doing? Good to see you, Catherine. I know that you are definitely happy to be free after the verdict came down earlier this week for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. For those of y'all who are not familiar with the verdict, Johnny Depp won 2 counts and Amber Heard won 1 count. Basically, the gist is that Amber is going to have to pay Johnny some $8 million per se when it's all said and done. So they'll have to negotiate how they want to handle that. But yeah. So that's what that is. I'm not gonna get too much into that, but yeah. Boom said, "Don't want to have to jailbreak to make it my own." Yeah. So I mean, the cool thing, Boom, is that a lot of those jailbreak features that were jailbreak exclusive have been added to iOS naturally over the past 10 years. So there's a lot less of a reason to jailbreak today than there was a decade ago. But I mean, the jailbreak community is still out there, but hey, it is what it is. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay, Alice, what's Alice talking about? Alice said she only has 5 million. What? No. Amber was forced to pay 2 million, but Johnny Depp won 10,350,000. So if you take 10,350,000 and subtract 2 million, Johnny Depp is still owed like $7 million some odd dollars or whatever. So that's why I just rounded up to 8. So Amber owes Johnny $8 million basically, something like that. Some whatever. Yeah, like digital thing. And Janosa said Apple pretty much took all those jailbreak features and added them into the OS naturally. So there's a lot less reason to jailbreak this now than there was in the past. Math, right? Exactly, math, bro. Yeah, all you about her net worth is 5 million. Are you sure? Actually, you know what? This is why we have Google. Let me Google Amber Heard's net worth real quick because I don't know what that is. Maybe it is. I feel like that's kind of low, but maybe it's not. Amber Heard. Okay, Amber Heard net worth. What do we got? Amber Heard's net worth is usually just come right up. What the hell, man? What the hell, bro? Oh man. Okay, so they said her. Wow. So apparently her net worth is $8 million, which is exactly what she owed Johnny Depp. Oh my God! Wow. Okay, I shouldn't be laughing, but I really find it hilarious that she sued a man that could literally snatch her in the courtroom, and she got snatched, and now she owes her entire net worth to Johnny Depp. Her net worth is $8 million. She owed Johnny $8 million. Oh my goodness. Oof. That's rough. Oh. Okay. Yeah. They the article I just read said it could be as high as 8 million or low as 2.5 million. Whatever the case, she is now flat ass broke. So basically, she broke, bro. She broke. I just call it what it is. Andy Tran is in the building. What's up, Andy Tran? How you doing, man? Good to see you, my dude. What is up? Oh, we got Ted out there causing trouble as usual. What's up, Ted? How you doing, my dude? What's going on? Hey, I don't know. But it looked like she hurting right now. It looked like she hurting right now. Drip, what's up, man? How you doing, Drip? Appreciate you being here, my dude. Drew Google her network. I did. Yo, I did. Yo, I have been Googling stuff since this morning because I found out I was terrible at geography this morning. I thought that Albany, New York was like on the coast, but it's not on the coast. It's like inland. I thought the whole state of New York was on the coast. It's really not. The state of New York is like inland, and Massachusetts is on the coast. You got Massachusetts out there on the coast. You got Maine. You got Connecticut, Rhode Island. All of those states are on the coast, but New York is not. But in the weird irony of that, the state of New York is not really on the coast, but New York City is. I don't understand it. I don't get it. this is Viper not being very good at geography, but apparently the city of New York is on the coast, but the state not so much. But the city is right there. It's right there, yo. It's right there. So I'm a little confused, but it's cool. I had to Google it, man. See, that's why Google Maps is a thing, because I know a lot of things, but I do not know geography apparently. And I found out the hard way this morning that I don't know geography. Wow. The moment you start talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, your live number go automatically go up. We got 35 people watching. Probably just because I mentioned Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, yo. I don't know what's going on, but I think the YouTube live streaming algorithm is like tuned in to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard because yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird. But appreciate all of y'all dropping in. We just chilling here. Jay Boogie, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing? So Boom says you can walk across you can walk across New York State in 6 days. That's a long time, my dude. That's a long time, man. That's a long time. As the digital says, New York has some cool mountain ways north, good snowboarding spots. Oh, I bet, man. I don't know how many of you all have ever drove to New York from the Midwest, but if you ever driven through Pennsylvania, it takes forever to drive through Pennsylvania. That's the other thing that I got confused about. New Jersey is also on the coast. I did not know that New Jersey was. I don't know why, but I thought New Jersey was located in a different area than what it is. But even New Jersey is on the damn coast. Like, bruh, how did I not know any of this? I don't know how I didn't know any of this, but I just learned all of this morning because I was not aware. I was not aware at all. Listen, man, listen. It does. I think it does. I don't know, man. I know Massachusetts up there. I know Maine is the most northern tip of the U.S. is Maine, and then after you got Maine, then you go into Canada and all that good stuff. Hey, what is that? Penny? Wait, what is that? What did you say? What is that? Pennsylvania? What? Oh my lord, Pennsylvania! You wild, Boom. You wild, bro. You wild. Listen, man. I want to go to Texas. I don't necessarily want to drive through Texas because I can imagine that could be a long drive too. Bruh, I don't know. That's crazy now. That's not a drive I want to go on. But I do want to visit Texas because that just looks like a fun spot. I don't even know how to say that, let alone where it is. What is? How do you even pronounce that? I don't even know, bro. I don't know. Wait. Michael Pepper says the fastest way to get from Michigan to New York is through Canada. Really? Now that's an interesting tidbit. It kind of makes sense. I know Michigan's like up there. I think Michigan borders Canada too, so that kind of makes sense. But wow, I mean, is it worth it to go through all the trouble of having to go through customs and all that? Though I don't know, bro. I don't know. God, it's really hard today. Woo! So, what else is going on in tech here? What else is happening here? Oh. So, shout out to one of the greatest of all time, my girl Justine. She passed 7 million subscribers on YouTube. This woman is a walking, living legend, bro. Like, she's literally been on the internet since longer than some of these Gen Z have been living, yo. It's crazy to see where she is now compared to where she was like a decade ago and all that good stuff. But 7 million subscribers on YouTube and still thriving out there on the internet, still being relevant all these years later. Congratulations, Justine, man. I know it's been a tough year for you, everything that you've been through, but still out there getting it done. Big up to the milestone. Hopefully you keep crushing it for many years to come. Love the content, love your energy and your passion for technology and what you do. Although, hey, Justine, can you do your boy Viper a favor, though? Can you do your boy Viper a favor, Justine? Me and a lot of other tech YouTubers are tired of YouTube disrespecting technology, okay? YouTube and Susan and I need to talk to Rob. Actually, I got Robert on DM. I need to DM Robert. I got him on DM. Robert and Susan and everybody else and the head honchos of YouTube, they continue to disrespect tech YouTube, okay? We don't even have a category on the YouTube homepage, bro. Justine, I don't know about you, but that is blasphemy, okay? How does tech YouTube not have a category on the YouTube homepage when we have some of the biggest creators on the platform in technology? I mean, damn. We got Unboxing Therapy out there doing big things. We got Mr. Who's the Boss, Linus Tech Tips, Marquette Brownlee, I Justine. I mean, good Lord, do I need to keep going? My goodness. Why can't we get no love on the YouTube homepage, man? Why is there not a technology banner or a technology category on YouTube.com? I don't understand it. It's annoying AF. I just took a YouTube survey recently myself, and even on the YouTube surveys, there's no category for technology. They were like, yo, what type of content do you create on YouTube? I make tech content, but you don't even have a category for tech in your survey. Bro, it makes no sense, because if you go down to categorize your videos on YouTube, there is a category for the video. Like Alan just pointed out, there's a science and technology category in the video category. So you can categorize our videos as science and technology, but science and technology don't even get a proper category tab on the YouTube homepage. Bro, make it make sense, y'all. I don't understand. Make it make sense. Put some respect on tech YouTube and give us our damn category, all right? Give us our damn tab on the homepage, okay? Thank you very much. Come on, Justine. Talk to these people. Talk to them, okay? Talk to them. Talk to them, please. I don't understand this. I don't understand. No respect, man. We don't get any respect to tech YouTube. No respect, bro. Man. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. I'm just saying. I don't get it. I don't understand, bro. What are y'all talking about? Igloo drive through. What is that? What is that? I don't know. Viper's going wherever. Viper's going wherever there's a Starbucks. Okay, if there's a Starbucks there, Viper will be there. Like, I hear that in Anaheim at the hotel that I'm staying at, there's a Starbucks right across the street. So guess where you'll find Viper? Okay, at the Starbucks across the street from the hotel. Okay, I will be at the Starbucks across the street from the hotel, because Viper is all about that Starbucks life, and plus I can expense it. So I can expense that ish. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So I would do that, yo. That's right. I can expense all my Starbucks while I'm on this work trip. So you already know I'm about to have a party out here, yo. I'm just saying, yo. I'm just saying, yo. My job is gonna pay for my Starbucks for the entire week. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ain't nobody playing no games, yo. We're not playing out here. We're not playing out here. All right, Janosin is Vype. You go to a Starbucks if there's snow and ice. Bro, what are you talking about? I've driven to Starbucks in snow. I walked to Starbucks in snow. What are you talking about, yo? When I used to work downtown Chicago, even on the coldest of days, I would still walk to Starbucks. It could be 14 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and I would still walk to Starbucks for my Frappuccino. I don't mess around, bro. Tell them, Joseph, I live in Chicago. That's what we do out here, yo. That's what we do, okay? Ain't no little snow going to stop me from going to Starbucks. I don't know if I can talk about, yo. Hey, we got allowance, okay? I don't know what you're talking about. I read the policy. We got allowances, okay? We got allowances, yo. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man? Hopefully you have a good evening, my dude. Appreciate you being here. No, see y'all like that caffeine stuff, man. I ain't got time for that caffeine stuff. Just give me a Frappuccino and I'm good, okay? Just give me a Frap and I'm good to go. I'm straight. Y'all be having these like Americanos and what else we have? Y'all be having some tall blondes, all this other stuff. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. What's wrong with me today? Y'all be getting all this fancy coffee, but I ain't about that fancy coffee life. I ain't about it, man. I ain't about it. But yeah. This is the Rob. This is HR. Who is I don't know any HR. Who is HR? I don't know. I'll have to figure out. I don't know an HR. I must be having a brain fart because I don't know any HR. But all right, I appreciate. Oh, maybe you mean literal HR. You're making a joke. I missed the joke. See, my throat is bothering me, so I'm missing jokes and things. Michael Pepper said, "How to catch a viper? You need a Starbucks big box and a string of." Oh man, that's funny. That's funny, Michael. That's funny. All right, retell the text that somehow Google News has a whole technology category, but there's nothing on YouTube. And seriously, we don't even have a category on YouTube's homepage. We've only been doing this tech thing for over a decade, bro. Decade, okay? A decade. We've been banging out this tech content, and we get no respect on our name. If you go to youtube.com, there is no category for technology. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know. But hey, it is what it is. But if y'all got any questions about WWDC or any tech questions or YouTube questions, let me know, man. I may or may not have a special guest coming through here any moment. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah. Oh, speaking of Legos, y'all remember when I had Tech King Mike and Technically T on here a few weeks ago? We were talking about Legos, right? And I told y'all that I was going to get that Optimus Prime day one, right? Well, your boy Viper is a man of his word. I got the Optimus Prime Lego. I ordered it on the moment it went live or the moment they let me. You want to know what happened with that, though? I'm a little annoyed about that because it was released on June 1st at about midnight Eastern time on June 1st. So I stayed up late to pre-order this Lego set, right? And the moment that Lego.com was preparing to take orders, they put me in a stupid queue. Bruh. Really? They put me in a queue, and the queue read something like this. Due to high demand, you have been placed in a queue. So I had to wait in the queue. I didn't really have to wait too long, but I waited in the queue for like 15 minutes, I think, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Eventually, I was able to pre-order the Lego, no problem. Come to find out, the very next day, well into the evening of the next day, I could still pre-order the Lego, no problem. I was so mad. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So not only did the damn Lego not sell out, it was still available late the next day, which means I did not have to stay up. I did not have to deal with a stupid queue. And I played myself, bro. I played myself. Okay. I played myself. I don't understand it. Terrible, man. I played myself, yo. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible, bro. But yeah, I got it though. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow. So a Lego Optimus Prime will be in my hands tomorrow morning or afternoon, whenever FedEx delivers it. It's a FedEx delivery. So let's bow our heads in prayer for a moment. Okay, hopefully FedEx delivers it, because y'all know how they go for FedEx. But yeah, that's what it is. All right. So Boom says, Viper, what streaming service do you use? Which one don't I use at this point? I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have HBO Max, I have Paramount Plus, I have Showtime, and I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, I have Disney Plus. So I literally have all of them almost. I literally have all of them. Literally all of them. Oh, you said music. Oh my God. Viper Reed. He said music, Viper. Music. Okay. I have Apple Music. But I also have Sirius XM since I just got a new car and it comes with Sirius. So I have Sirius XM as well. So I got Sirius XM radio and I have Apple Music. But Apple Music is my primary service. Golly, you're naming off TV and he's talking about music. Lord Hammer. Thank God vacation is here. Thank God Viper's on vacation, yo. I need a vacation, yo. Yes, it's a FedEx delivery 504. Oh my goodness. Pray for my Lego set, y'all. Pray for my Lego set. I know. I'm telling you, man. It's vacation, yo. Vacation time. I'm telling you. Viper's like mentally checked out, yo. It's vacation time. I don't know what to tell you. Oh boy. Oh man. But let's see. Joseph said Lego did great with the load balancing. Yeah, they got it done. They got it done. But I'm just mad that I stayed up late and I didn't have to. I'm mad about that. But you know what? I asked a friend of mine to join me tonight because I knew I wouldn't be here long. Like I knew my throat was bothering me, and apparently he's having some type of throat issue too. So we're not gonna be here too long. But let me bring in my dude, the emperor of the internet, Mr. Roberto Lake. What's up, sir? How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, Viper?
Going good, man. How you doing?
Hanging in there. I have this General Grievous cough going on.
Bro.
Scum. Yeah,
bro. I got some powder in my throat too, man. I know how you feel, man. Yep. Oh man, but it's good to see you, man. Everything going okay with you?
Yeah, no other than the General Grievous cough. Yeah.
So I didn't know this, but you just told me you're going on vacation too, right?
Well, I'm on sick leave.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here over on sick leave. Probably still got to edit next week though. I'm not going to film anything, but like
right.
until I'm a little better.
Gotcha, man. Well,
I
hope you have
almost get away with filming something, huh?
I hope you have a speedy recovery, man.
Yep, I'll be fine by VidCon.
Yeah, man, no doubt. Me and Roberto are going to VidCon at the end of the month, so that'll be good to see you again. We haven't been since Vin Summit, so it'll be nice to reconnect on that one. I can't believe they did you dirty though, man. Man, I
stole $10,000 worth of camera gear.
Ooh, wow, wow. I know there were some people saying that they should have some like security footage of that. Though you can't.
No. There's not security and footage in the ballroom. There's no security cameras in the ballroom where the speaking events happen. Only in the hallways, and like that's not gonna do in this particular case. It's not gonna do anything. So
no, that sucks, man. Hey, Justin Brown stopping by. I appreciate you, Justin. How you doing, man? Good to see you, my dude. Good to see you.
Roberto, so I'm working on filing the insurance claim. So.
Good thing you got it insured. That's good, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how the claim, because like sometimes you make and it depends on how much they don't always cover you fully for property. That's like I'm making a video about this once I feel like up to filming without like having to stop every couple of seconds to cough. But like I'm gonna make a video about this, and I'm gonna also bring up the importance of insurance. Every content creator should get insurance. If you specifically want gear insurance, is maybe getting all the other business insurance stuff is too expensive for you. If you at least want gear insurance and you want a couple $1,000s worth of gear insurance, get sign up for Professional Photographers of America. You're a camera user, you're a content creator, so that it's okay. Sign up for Professional Photographers of America, and then get their plus insurance plan, and then put the slider basically to how much coverage you want, how much gear you want covered up to for a claim. Probably go a little extra, and then and then just pay that every month and know that your stuff is taken care of, even if it gets stolen.
Nice.
Also I'm only going to get a little bit from the travel insurance, but I'm at least going to put in a claim, and I'm going to at least try to get the $500 from the travel insurance because I insured my trip. So since I insured my trip, I can get up to like $500 from there. So I'm going to try to do that as well. File that claim. So I'm going to file all the claims that I, am entitled to file. So
no doubt. Hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing. So I'm glad you're here, man, because you saw my Twitter rant earlier. Man, why is old media still trying to beat down content creators and new media, man? So I seen tweets about how old media, people that work for typical publications, they're talking about how because of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, that content creators have kind of risen and people are going more and more to content creators to get their news and analysis. But they're not about how content creators are controlling the narrative, whatever the hell that means. And
no, you mean disagreeing with them and everything like that? Because the media is full of they're full of it. They're full of it. They're full of it. They're still out there caping for Amber Heard. They're still out there trying to. They're talking about content creators controlling a narrative. Yeah. Are you effing kidding? We're not controlling a narrative. We're largely beholden to the audience, unlike them. And the audience is not on the side of the media, and the media is pissed about it. The audience sought there. Look, Amber Heard was caught lying in 4K. Bottom line. It's like, because no, you can't believe all women, and you can't believe all men, and you can't believe all cops, and you can't believe all people who claim to be victims, and you can't believe any politicians, and you can't believe everybody who holds the office of the president of the United States and everything like that. In fact, you should just listen to Batman. Don't trust anybody. Batman.
But it's so annoying because this stuff happens time again, man.
Don't believe all men. Don't believe all women. Don't believe nobody. Don't believe nobody. Don't believe Jack. Believe evidence. Believe evidence. And you know what the problem was? There wasn't something. The media tried to paint this narrative that there was this orgy of misogyny in this trial. No, there was an orgy of evidence that contradicted the narrative that y'all backed because y'all, wanted to virtue signal. And because y'all don't have in standards of integrity and everything, because journalists aren't journalists anymore. They're all damn activists. If they want to be activists so badly, here's the good news. They could turn in their journalist credentials and they can start a YouTube channel.
Again, I see this stuff all the time. They're talking about how creators are controlling the narrative, and they're talking about how the creators are slanting to one side or the other to get the views and the money. And I'm thinking to myself, and you're acting like you're perfect? You're acting like you're perfect? Really?
For whole goddamn corporate interest. And on top of that, y'all are talking about they're gonna sit there and say that in the same breath when we find out in the same breath when Amber Heard was caught promising and pledging half of her money to the ACLU, who put the support behind and helped ghostwrite the op-ed that ends up in the Washington Post, this op-ed, it's like, oh wait, so you got like, you guys had no financial incentive there and everything like that. You're an organization that's been promised $3.5 million. And you get all this press and PR and everything like that, and you get some star power behind you. It's like, oh, like you guys don't have some, like the fact that the media wants to act as if it's somehow more that YouTubers who are beholden to an audience are more corruptible than them is the most ridiculous and absurd thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. And I'm like, I thought that when Trump was saying the media is the enemy of the American people, he was an absolute jackass and everything like that. But a broken clock is right twice a day, apparently. Shame on them for making me have to, like, applaud him on anything ever.
Oh my God!
Shame on them for putting me in that situation.
It's just so annoying because it seems like I'm not going to say all of them because some mainstream media people are cool. But it seems like a lot of them go on Twitter or they take to Twitter and they want to attack content creators at every damn turn that they get. And I'm just like, why? Why?
I'll tell you exactly why. Because all these journalism majors went somewhere between $80,000 and $120,000 in debt for their designer Gucci labeled college education, you see, only to then come out of that and then go work at these publications. And they make a little bit of good money here or there and everything like that. They might make $65,000, $85,000 a year, which is not bad. Some of them make a little bit more. And guess what? That little bit more doesn't really mean that much because they all live in these fancy, swanky, posh, places like Greenwich Village in New York, or they want to all live in the Bay Area in California. So despite having salaries that are more than 40% of what the average American makes, maybe more, sometimes double what the average American makes, depending on where they live, they don't get a lot of mileage out of that salary. They just barely get to have the posh, yuppie avocado toast lifestyle that they think that they're entitled to. Meanwhile, they have to sit there and watch bedroom YouTubers rake in $100,000 a month on this live stream thing. There are people we know that made off of this coverage of this. There's people we know who made over $250,000 off of this coverage in a single month. And when they sit there and they have to watch bedroom YouTubers make more in a month or more on a single trial than they make in their entire year, or that would literally be more than in 1 month than is their entire student loan debt package and everything like that. They're vindictive, they're salty, they're jealous, and they're envious because they have to jump through all these hoops. They still have to answer to a boss. Some of them have to still go into an office. Oh my God, it's so oppressive. They have to show up and go to an actual office and have to work. They have to actually clock hours and they get a salary and maybe they get a bonus here or there and everything like that. Meanwhile, somebody who doesn't have to jump through all those hoops and didn't have to go into debt for that particular journalistic education gets more pull, more views, more clout, and more money than them and everything like that. Yeah, they're heartbroken.
Bro. Speaking of going back to work, Elon made for a message he sent to Tesla employees. He said that y'all got to come into the office.
Message to Tesla leadership.
Leadership, right.
Tesla executives, people making low to mid to high six-figure salaries, some of the multiple six-figure salaries. This is not some workers' revolution. To be crying over with, Elon's making his employees go back to the office. This is not him making secretaries or something go back to the office. This is him making high-powered six-figure executives go to the offices where the factory workers don't have the luxury of remote work and tell them that, hey, white-collar employees, you're accountable to the blue-collar employees that you make decisions over. Mm. And if you don't like it, you're so talented, you got plenty of options, right?
Hey, I
ain't got no problem with them laying down the law. It's like, yeah, why are we crying? Why are we simping about six-figure executives having to go back to the office? How'd the media try to contrive that to be part of the workers' movement and revolution but they have to lie, because if they tell people he asked six-figure salaried executives to go back to effing work, no one would be crying. No one would be saying jack. So they have to contrive this because Elon has to be wrong. Elon has to be a bad guy.
Yeah, I like the point that he brought up about him living in the factory for a while to make sure that the vehicles get out on time. So if he can live in the factory for a while, then yeah, you can get your behind to work pretty much. Man.
And look, for Tesla, look, and here's the thing: everybody's rebelling against employees going back to the office. I've been working from home for the last 10 years. It's not always all it's cracked up to be, and you have to actually be a self-disciplined person to be able to pull in to do that. And all anyone needs to ask themselves is, right now, in the last 3 years, do they feel as a customer, as someone spending money? As someone spending money, do any of y'all feel like you've been treated with respect the last 3 years, and that you've gotten the best customer service you could have had in the last 3 years, and that your dollars have been respected? And do you feel like when you've called into customer service, and that when you tried to get help with any issue whatsoever in the last 3 years with people working from home, do you feel like your money and your dollars have been well spent, and that you've been treated with respect and you've been treated fairly? And the answer for most of you is probably no.
Yo, let us know, chat. How you feel like you've been treated respectfully in the last 3 years in your customer service endeavors? Let me know. I think some horror stories on Twitter, so I kind of know the answer.
Right. And so people are making mistakes with your accounts. People don't have the resources. Then they say, oh, I'm working from home. And then they tell you, oh, I'm working from home. I don't have access to this thing and that thing. Why? Because cybersecurity is actually really hard. And it's really hard to guarantee that somebody working from a laptop with their Rugrats running around has access to your, right, proper information into your thing. So and some people should be allowed to work from home, but they should qualify for it. It's not a right, it's a privilege. And not everyone is worthy of that privilege. And that privilege also is something that can and should be revoked from time to time. And it's also something to where, again, it doesn't, if the outcomes because people keep thinking, oh, these companies make enough money. If customer retention and customer satisfaction is down, which, if we all are honest with ourselves in terms of whether we're going to give these companies a 5-star rating on customer service right now, it's like, that means customer satisfaction, that's us, is down. That's a really good reason to tell people to get back to the office.
Hard to argue that. Michael Pepper brings up a good point. If they don't have to see your face, then they don't have to feel your reaction. There's some truth to that.
Oh God, Michael, that's deep, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a little bit different, because when you're working from home, you don't have the ball constantly breathing over your neck, so you might feel a little bit more leeway to slack off a little bit. So there's definitely something to that. There
are people like that, because there are people like that. It's like every one of us has worked with lazy coworkers.
Oh yeah.
So some people need to stop being hyper offended and sensitive when people dare to imply that, oh, people are lazy or no one wants to work, or whatever. Because like every single one of us has had a coworker that we had to carry. Every single one of us has had coworkers that we had to carry. Every single one of us knows that we could, probably, if you said, hey, name 10 lazy coworkers you've ever worked with in your career, you could go, ooh, only 10? Like every single one of us could probably do that. Every single one of us. So let's not pretend that, I'm saying, even in person. So then escalate that to not having any accountability. Oh God. It's like, and the thing is, even people who normally are good workers, working from home isn't always better. Even for them as an employee, it's not always better. Some people actually do need that separation and need some division between their work and their home life. It's not good for them. I know people who it's not been good for their marriage to work from home.
I can believe that. Wow.
It's not always the grass ain't always greener. It's like work from home is not for everybody. It's not healthy for everybody. It's not good for everybody. Some people actually need someplace else to be when they're working, because they need to be able to switch their brain off to a different set of things. And they can't do that. And then also people don't respect, some people don't respect boundaries. When you work from home, people think they can interrupt you all the time. When you work from home, people think that you can knock off what you're doing and give them 5 minutes of attention or whatever. It's like, so it's not always a good fit.
So you just said you talked about people having to or needing a separate place to work so they can switch their brains into work mode. So I got to ask you, have you checked out Severance on Apple TV Plus?
I'm going to.
You should. That's a very fascinating show. I think you would like.
Watching Prehistoric Planet right now.
Okay. And I know, obviously, I'm pretty sure you've been watching Kenobi, right? I haven't watched it yet. Yeah. So I'm guessing about your reaction is pretty good. Okay. I'm glad you watched that tonight. Yeah. Cool.
Sharkfin has an interesting question. I don't know. I haven't seen the evidence. Is that confirmed evidence that there's third-party firm spying online employees, especially those considered unionized? And here's the thing. It's like, I don't understand the fetish with unions. It's like, I don't understand the fetish with unions. Tesla pays more than every unionized automaker in America, period. And they have a compensation package that gives stock options. They have created the most millionaire employees. What the hell would Tesla workers need with a damn union? All it would do in that case is reward unproductive employees. There's a fetish with unions now and everything like that. It's like, by the way, what rights do Americans and American workers not think they have right now? I'm this entire crazy counter-revolutionary. Everyone wants to start a goddamn revolution. No one wants to produce results. Everyone wants to start a revolution. Everyone wants to start a movement. No one wants to effing work. Unions. Oh, that's like when I was a kid, when I was 17 years old and I was working like worse jobs than most of these people and everything for half the money. Like, I mean, my God. And what you do is if you don't like it, you do what I did. You go from working a job to building a career. And then when that career, and I wasn't being treated fairly, compensated fairly, you know what I did? I left the company, became a freelancer 10 years ago when there were less websites, less options, no quote unquote real solid foundation for the creator economy. And everyone said I was damn insane. And I went, and I'm not saying you have to do this or you can do this, but it's like I went from making, 30,000 something a year to making 300,000 something a year and everything like that. It took 10 years to do that, mind you. But like I left and when I decided I'm going to go where I'm treated best. And you know where going where I treated best was? It was going my own way. It was going my own way. And this was 10 years ago when there were less options. Today, people are paid much more. People have much more options to speak out if they really mistreat in an egregious way. There was no social media when I was like an employee to where you could call out your employer and your boss and you'd be like told to F off. It's like now you have a voice if you're being egregiously mistreated and everything like that. You realize how many times, Viper, I had like to deal with casual racism on a job or even from customers or something like that. I mean, it's like, and it was bad. And it's like, no one should put up with that. But today people don't have to put up with that in nearly the same way. It's not even close. So again, as somebody who's like, again, a bit like older than a lot of people in the generation, I'm 38 this month I'll be in like another 19 days. I don't understand what rights and freedoms and options and opportunities people don't think they have. What do they think they need from collective bargaining? Wait. What do they think they need? What do they think they need in terms of getting together and like what leverage if you want if you want leverage and you have leverage, you know what your ultimate leverage is? Being very valuable, being very useful, being very skilled. When you actually have individual ability, talent and results and a solid reputation, that's all the leverage you need to be successful in this world, which means if you need to resort to collective bargaining, it means that you can't stand on your own 2 feet to get the things you want and need out of a situation. And if that's the case, then why is your energy going into that instead of improving yourself?
Ain't that true? It's funny because I see a lot of people on Twitter talking about how they got laid off and how they have to be looking for a new job. And I'm just thinking about, though, if you just go out here and build your own personal brand and build something for yourself, you don't have to worry about being laid off. You can just take control of your own destiny. It is such a beautiful thing. And like you were saying earlier, there is less excuses today than ever. Like we have so many resources out there today to build your own brand, make your own life that you want, make the life that you want to live, and go out there and be your own boss.
We're watching people do it every day. We're watching people who would otherwise be unemployable. And some of them are becoming millionaires. And I'm not saying, that's what's going to happen for you. I'm making a point that it's like your best option to live your best life and to have the great work-life balance. And Viper, you get to work for a company that you love and that you've admired for a long time and everything like that. And you built a personal brand that allowed for that. And you didn't have to become mega famous to have that opportunity presented to you. And it was your results. It was your body of work. It was and it was your character too. And so you were able to do that and you were able to make more money, have more options, work from home. You were able to get exactly the lifestyle you wanted.
Yep.
There was no collective bargaining necessary to get the one of the best outcomes possible for you.
Yeah, like you said, it all comes down to value. What value can you offer people?
Right. That's all anything is. And as far as, oh, I want more money. Here's a hint: become more valuable, become more useful. It'll happen. If you become more useful, you become more valuable, you become more specialized, you make yourself a rare person. You're not going to have to worry about, oh, I want more money. It's going to happen.
Definitely.
It's going to happen. Like that, like the value that, and I was competitive when I worked in retail and I worked crappy jobs. I was one of the best employees in terms of producing results. But the thing is, those jobs don't reward you based on results. So when I started a career, I was going to obviously make more money with a career than with a job. But even with that career, again, I wasn't necessarily being rewarded for results. And I got to a place where I realized what I want is I want to be rewarded and compensated for producing results. And that was not something available in the job and careers that I was doing, which meant that the answer for me was to be self-employed, was because then all of my results and correlate to how much money I get to make. So again, but the thing is, that ain't for every, you want security, then you're an employee. If you're an employee, don't ask for the perks that come with being an entrepreneur. Everybody's like, oh, these companies are so rich, they make billions or trillions of dollars. We employees should get a cut. We should get equity and everything like that. Then take entrepreneurial risk, buy stock in the company, or ask how you get more stock options, or invest your 401k into the company. If you want your own financial success tied to the success of the company, buy the stock like everybody else. And if you want to go beyond that, you can join a startup company instead of working for an established company. You can take that risk. But if you're not a risk taker, don't ask for the rewards that come from risk. You're going with safety and stability and security. Well, those come with much more limited rewards, but you get consistency. Now, if you want to take risk and you want risk inconsistency, but you want big potential rewards, well, you got to be a risk taker. Do not try to play safe and then insist and demand and try to reorder things to try to get yourself the same outcomes as risk takers when you're somebody who wants safety.
Amen. Amen. I always say that nothing grows inside of your comfort zone. If you are not willing to go outside of your comfort zone, you cannot expect to grow. And that's the reality of life. Like Roberto said, you got to take risks.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, again, like, and again, there are some good people out there and well-meaning, like, behind some of these things that they want to do, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and people don't think about second and third order consequences. The teachers' unions ultimately protected people that made decisions that resulted in kids really for the last 3 years suffering with regard to their education. And then when it was time to go back, what did they do? They didn't prioritize people's education. They prioritized what? Trying to rename certain schools because you think it's named after someone that's a little racist or something like that. I mean, that the teachers unions protected people like this and everything, and parents decided to be mad, and parents started trying to re-vote on school boards based on that, because again, but then here's the thing. So like, what, these unions are supposed to have more of a say over education than the actual parents, and not looking at what's happening to the kids, and parents don't get a choice for their kids. So that's messed up. Okay. You have all these people that we have all these activist movements around criminal justice reform and everything like that. It's like, well, police unions and qualified immunity. So unions are so great. Oh, wait, because again, unions are so great. Oh, about police unions. Oh, how's that been working out for us? Because the police unions are gonna come through for the cops in Texas, right? In the recent tragedy, the police unions are gonna protect them, right?
Woo.
But yay union, right? Yay union. It's no. Let's hold people accountable. Let's hold people accountable.
Definitely. I agree. Could not agree more. All right. While I have you here, since you have attended both, and I've only attended one, a lot of times people ask me about the difference between VidCon and VidSummit. So can you break it down real quick?
Oh, you've never been to VidCon, have you?
I've never been. No, this will be my first time.
VidSummit is the crown jewel for anybody who wants to be a full-time content creator, because you're going to go to an actual business seminar. You're going to actually learn from people who are successful, and there's no fans. Like, there's creators are fans of each other, but there's no fans. And people go, well, why does that matter? Well, it matters because it means creators can let their hair down. They can be honest. They can be straightforward. They can be direct. It also means they're not worried about every single minute, like protecting their image per se. And it means that they know they're speaking creator to creator, so they don't have to dumb things down for you, or they don't have to worry. Like, they can talk analytics, they can talk algorithms, they can talk money, like it, because you're all in the game, so to speak. No civilians. We all speak the same language here.
Right.
You go to VidCon. VidCon is going to be a bunch of screaming teenagers. It's going to be a fan fest. It's going to be a fan fest. It's like going to a freaking Harry Potter convention. There's going to be a bunch of screaming teenagers. There's actually going to be outdoor concerts. There's going to be little pop-ups, and there's going to be all these things. That's going to be what's happening at VidCon. Now, are there going to be workshops and teachable moments and events and stuff like that? Sure. But is it going to be the deep dives that you're going to get at Vid Summit? No, not really. You're also VidCon, the feature creator list on VidCon, mostly is going to be a bunch of celebrities and TikTokers. It's going to be a bunch of celebrities and TikTokers. You go to Vid Summit, it's going to be successful YouTubers, but it's going to be from different niches, different genres, different types of things and backgrounds. It's going to be some industry experts. There's even going to be people from YouTube speaking and stuff like that. So they're like, massive, but there's also a massive difference in the price of tickets. It's about $1,000 difference in the price of tickets. VidCon is cheaper. VidCon is cheap. It's like going to a Taylor Swift concert or something like that. You can get cheap tickets. Cheap tickets exist, right? Like, going to Vid Summit is paying for the VIP section, like the VIP behind the scenes backdoor pass to go meet Taylor.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Them tickets to Vid Summit are not cheap at all. They're not.
Sharkfin, yes. On the previous topic, unions did help build this country, but we should stop enshrining. We should stop enshrining things that worked in the past, or worked 100 years ago, or 150 years ago, or 50 years ago, or things we might be grateful for. We should stop enshrining those things into how they work today. And you can say entrepreneurship isn't for all. The thing is, if it's not for you, then don't complain about the gap between. If people want to say entrepreneurship is not for all, then they need to stop complaining about the gap between an employee and an employer in terms of earnings and in terms of potential, and in terms of outcomes, and stop complaining that employers make 2,000 times as much as their employees and everything like that. Yeah, no kidding. They should. It doesn't matter, because again, someone who's not taking the risk, the leverage risk, is completely different. If an owner of a company, if a founder and owner of a company screws up and stuff like that, they're done. If they lose, if their company goes under, that their entire net worth is gone, and that's it. And they're pretty much over. And if they screw up badly enough publicly and everything like that, they're never going to get to where they were again. An employee can be fired, can quit, and go to a job of equal pay or greater pay pretty regularly, and that happens. Like, someone who is the CEO or the owner or founder of a company does not have that luxury most of the time. That is a big difference. There's a big difference. So the thing is, great. Thank you, all the people in the original labor movements and the original unions, except for the original unions that were horribly racist, by the way. Aside from those, early days of the unions, thank you for weekends off. Thank you for all the child labor laws. Thank you for all of those things and everything like that. No, thank you for all the negative things that you did, again, including the racism. But also, we're not going to take that and enshrine you into Holy Writ as a net positive in every situation just because of your past deeds. That said, entrepreneurship not being for everybody, what we did, there was a time in this world before corporations, which means every person in this country, every person on the planet was self-employed and had a trade, or they had a family business, or they had a farm. And the thing is, if the answer besides that was mostly join the military. So most people, for the majority of human history, kind of were self-employed. So when we say entrepreneurship isn't for everybody, I don't know about that. That seems like a cultural problem wherein people, again, don't want to take risk or leverage risk anymore. And so they offset that risk onto somebody else, usually an employer. And if you do that, then don't complain too much about the difference in your outcome from somebody who is an entrepreneur. If you choose to be an employee, don't complain about the outcome. It's fine if you are not meant for entrepreneurship or self-employment and that level of responsibility and that level of risk. But it also means you're not entitled to the rewards that somebody who does that is. So stop comparing to them, stop complaining about them, and stop reading articles about the gap in their wealth from yours and everything, because it's like you made your choice.
Yeah, and the other thing about entrepreneurship, Roberto, is that it has some of it has a stigma attached to it because it's associated with hustle culture, and you know how people define hustle culture.
It's like no, I'm serious. It's like okay, you know what? No one thinks it's toxic. No one thinks it's toxic when kids burn their eyeballs out because they want to get into a good school. Nobody says a word. When teenagers who have athletic ability give up eating food that tastes good, don't date, don't have a normal childhood, and go to the Olympics to represent our country, no one says that that's toxic. There's no such thing as life balance in either of those extremes, and they're done at a very young age. And there's not even necessarily a guaranteed financial reward associated with any of that as a motivation for doing it. And no one calls either of those two things toxic, and the things that you do associated with that. And it represents no balance whatsoever. It is the most extreme version of a lack of balance, and is done at the youngest ages possible. And nobody calls that toxic hustle culture, which is why I think everybody's full of crap.
Ooh. Hard to argue that. You are absolutely right.
Yeah. How are you gonna call working extra to have life on your own terms, live more abundantly, work your way maybe potentially out of poverty, work for your dreams, and because you gave up your nights and weekends in your 20s or your 30s, so you gave up drinking with unproductive people, you gave up not going out to clubs where you might get shot, or where you're deciding, gee, I'm going to opt out of promiscuity in my 20s. This is the toxic hustle culture. Oh, people are promoting toxic hustle culture. What, when they're posting their salads that they're having for lunch, when they're posting themselves in the gym working out all the time, or when they hire a personal trainer, or when they are literally on vacation 5 times out of the year, these people represent a toxic workaholism. Really? People who eat salads, work out their body, and are vacationing more times in a year than you have in 10. Ooh. Those people represent a toxic work culture. Really?
Ooh, I love it. I love the fire, man. I love the fire. Woo.
Yeah, no, today I'm too sick to bother applying my filter.
It's all good, man. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. So I don't know what year it is, because I remember I kind of made fun of you in the past because you don't buy a new iPhone every year, but I respect that. So is it that you buy a new iPhone, or did you buy one last year?
I'm buying one this year because this is my upgrade year, because remember I got the 12, so we're at the 14. Yep. So the thing is, and I pretty much buy mine cash now, or I put them on my Apple Card. But the for whatever reason, you already know that if I don't put in my Bluetooth, that the speaker on my Pro Max is garbage, for whatever reason. So easily replacing that with a 14. I'm probably just gonna go with the 14 Pro.
There you go. Yeah,
I don't think I need a Max ever again.
Yeah, I thought that too, but I don't know the Max this year. After owning the Pro for a little while and missing the Max, I'm definitely going back to the Pro Max this year. But yeah,
it's so damn heavy.
It is, but it's so big and has all that screen real estate, and not just like the screen real estate. But yeah, I mean, that's why they have different sizes, right? You get what you want, you get what you need. But I'm funny because I used to make fun of you for not upgrading every year, but I now understand that obviously, I mean, I think if I wasn't doing tech content, I probably wouldn't get the new phone every year either. I mean, it's just no need. These phones are so good these days. You don't need to get a new one every year. Your iPhone 12 could last you another 3 or 4 years probably if you needed it.
If like if I wasn't so hard on my stuff, it like even though, by the way, my aside from the mic, whatever that microphone issues, visually speaking, everything about my 12 Pro Max is, but it's well preserved, it's well loved. Someone could probably just take it to Best Buy and get that speaker issue fixed or get it cleaned out or what. Like I could probably do that too. Like, but and again, I might sell it, I might keep it. At this point, I'm just probably gonna keep it. At this point, I think I'm collecting iPhones just like Justine, but like the I mean, I still have like my I think the screen's cracked, but my 10S Max, I still have it. I still have my 8 Plus. My 8 Plus still works. My 8 Plus still works just fine. My 8 works. I gave my sister my 8. Like there's like you know what I'm saying? It's like these things last and they work pretty well. I mean, you realize like Apple stuff is so good that the original iPad Air 2, I have the original iPad Air 2 from way back in the day. It still works and it's still on the current iOS.
I believe it. I believe it, dude. Apple products are made very well. I mean, and they support them for so long time that they're just built to last. Definitely. Let's talk about some recent successes about some of our friends out there, Roberto. First, iJustine passed 7 million on YouTube, man. My God.
Well, long overdue. Long overdue.
Yeah.
Long live the queen. She deserves 10 million.
Woo.
She deserves that diamond play button.
Absolutely. Been in the game.
OG holding it down. And she deserves it just for literally keeping her nose clean. She's never had a scandal. She's kept her nose clean for 14 damn years. It's amazing. Nobody's almost nobody's done it. Like it's like her and Marquez are like the only people who've like kept the and well Casey, like, but he hasn't been doing it as long. But yeah, they're like the only people who've ever kept a clean reputation.
Literally. Like nothing going on with that girl. She just keeps her head down and does her content.
Yeah, and living her best life, and like, yeah,
definitely. So again, congrats to Justine. Hopefully you're around for 10 more years. I don't know how long you're going to be doing this, but yeah, love what you do with the community and with the content. So keep doing your thing. And of course, we have to talk about our other friend, Emily D. Baker. Holy shit, Roberto.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no, freaking killing it. Like. And guess what? It's like, and the thing is, no one knew her way back when, but it's like we knew her pre-pandemic and everything like that. It's like, but it's like it's good to see our homie like come up and everything like that. But it's like, but anybody who thinks that like, oh, that's like rigged or whatever, it's like, nah, there's nothing rigged about it.
Oh my God, you are a mess. Got the F-file moving out there.
Yeah, no, but congrats to Emily D. Baker crushing it and everything like that. Like 200,000 concurrent viewers live on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. Like, I mean, just massive. Like, and yet, I mean, and again, I'll even point this out. It's like Emily was like, she wasn't like formally educated in being a broadcaster or a streamer. She's a former DA. She's a lawyer and everything like that. And she'll tell you herself that she's not absurdly tech savvy. We have been her tech consults this entire time. Like, hold
on, bro. She used to do tech content, dude. So she has some tech savvy.
What kind of tech content?
Like tech content, like me and anybody else. Like how
really.
Emily did,
but not broadcast streaming. But she wasn't broadcast.
But before,
okay, in terms of tech. Stuff. No, all right. So let me rephrase that. Not tech, but you know what I mean as far as technical, because like streaming broadcast is a whole when you like want to do these long, elaborately produced reaction live streams. That's a whole thing. Oh yeah. Like it's a whole different level of production, and it's a whole different level. And the thing is, she like the fact that she's done it so well, and it's been so well received, is like I think that there's a stigma. And there's a stigma that content creation is a young person's game, right? Mm-hmm. It's for the 20-something-year-olds, right? It's for the TikTok generation, everything like that. No, it's like you can be an older person with a background and you can be professional. You can be someone over 35, you can be someone over 40, and you can do this, and you should. And I'm glad that it's becoming, and with all the lawyers and everything, I'm glad that it's becoming so more accepted and so more welcoming that professionals can be on there, be professional, be entertaining at the same time, be older, and that there's an audience for them. And that they don't have to pander to children or memes or any of that. You can just be an older person, be a professional, be yourself, give your expertise, and there's a market for it.
Definitely. She's been crushing it, killing it. And again, Like somebody in the chat, she had almost 400,000 people concurrent on the day of the verdict. Like that's
insane.
crazy. That's
insane. Yeah, and CNN Plus couldn't get 10,000 people to sign up for it. Colossal fan. I have to rub it in the. I have to run salt in the like mainstream media. I have to like have to hit them with the.
Damn.
Yeah, I have to rub salt in the media. It's like yeah, CNN Plus. She's like CNN Plus. CNN Plus.
Rudy. Why you do me like that, Rudy? damn, Rudy. I had a question for you though, because I love how you just alluded to that it content creation is seen as a young person's game, but older folk can be involved and succeed as well. You've been on my Two Talk podcast. Besides the episode that you on,
Happy to come back.
Huh? Oh, absolutely. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have you back. Have you listened to any of the episodes like at all since I've been hosting?
Yeah, obviously I have.
Okay.
I haven't done all of them, but I've been listening to a couple of them. Yeah.
No, I don't expect you to listen to all of them, but I just have a general question. So lately, I've been told by a couple of people that their young kids have enjoyed listening to my Tube Talk podcast. I don't understand, Roberto. What is their appeal to kids to this podcast? And I'm lost.
They like kids. Don't underestimate kids. I mean, don't underestimate kids. I mean, when I was a kid, I was sitting there and I was watching like documentaries on PBS, and I was watching like nature and National Geographic stuff and everything like that. When I was a kid, this whole prehistoric planet thing that's on Apple. When I was a kid, I would have loved this. That's the kind of thing that was like, when I was a kid, I was so upset as a kid with The Land Before Time, because they kept calling the dinosaurs all these baby names, and I knew what they were. I was like, no, that's not a three-horn, that's a triceratops. No, that's not a long neck, that is a brachiosaurus. Why are they dumbing this down for me? I was like genuinely upset. I was genuinely upset that they were dumbing this down, because even as a child, I was like, I understand what this is. When I was a kid, I was reading highlights and zoo books, and I was reading all this like stuff, and I really cared about dinosaurs, marine life, nature, zoology, all these things. I knew the proper names, and I understood these things. And as a young child, again, I was watching these PBS like publications and documentaries. I was reading like actual books. Back in my day, they actually like had standards in education to some extent, and they had us not just reading like when I was a kid, we were reading like real books in first and second grade. We usually what they wanted to do is they wanted to have us read these Newbery Classic Award books, these like great books like Shiloh, which was about a boy who took in an abused dog, and it was this whole thing. The Weirdo, which was about this girl who makes friends with a deformed boy who lives in with his uncle out in the swamp, and they actually find out that a company is doing some shady wrongdoing and stuff like that. We used to read these like very interesting, very we read Where the Red Fern Grows. We read these very interesting Uncle Tom's Cabin. Like we read like interesting, nuanced thought. The House of Dyes Dreer. We read like these interesting, nuanced books that did not patronize us as children. So I can understand that there are people who are like 10, 12, 13, 14 wanting to listen to a podcast about YouTube and content creation because they're genuinely interested and invested. You and I both know young people who are very invested in tech, and they know everything about Apple. They can tell you the history of Steve Jobs and in elaborate detail. You and I know that. So I think that you have to respect young people as like just small humans, and realize that a lot of them have the creativity, the intellectual curiosity, and the capacity to understand these things and care about them.
I get that, and I understand that. I just like it. Just kind of surprised me because on Tube Talk, I don't just go into how to get more views, how to get more subscribers. I go into the more nuanced aspects of being a content creator, and some of that stuff is not really kid friendly. Like I talk about sponsorship and making money and different things like that.
When I was a kid, I cared a lot about making money. When I was a kid.
You know what I mean, though. I mean,
when I was a kid, I actually knew about like entrepreneurship. And when I was a kid, I actually knew who Steve Jobs was and who Bill Gates was.
Oh, I believe it.
So today's kids, they care about this in the same way that, like, when I was a kid, I actually had favorite artists and illustrators and writers and like animators and people I look up to. I could tell you everything about Stan Lee back in the day. I could tell you everything about Stan Lee and Jack Kirby when I was a kid, right? And so today, these young people's heroes are not necessarily a Stan Lee or a Jack Kirby, a Bill Gates or a Mark Zuckerberg. It's an MKBHD, it's an iJustine, it's a Casey Neistat, it's a Mr. Beast, or even a Viper. Like it's just the difference of who they're invested in is someone who's actually much more relatable and who they have a better likelihood of becoming.
Yeah, it's a lot different today than it was when we were like, I was just blown away when somebody told me that their 7-year-old enjoys Tube Talk. I'm like, your 7-year-old listen to my Tube Talk podcast? That's crazy. Like, what?
7-year-olds will sit there. Remember, when we were kids, we would sit there and we would listen to our parents have conversations, and we would eavesdrop on adults, and we'd be fascinated, and we'd sit there and listen to two adults talk.
But it's one thing to eavesdrop, but it's another thing to willingly listen to the podcast and enjoy it.
Well, that's what people do now. Is like they enjoy the idea, and they're talking about YouTube and that thing that I like, you know. I mean, when I was also a kid, just remember, for some kids, this is no different to me than when I was a child and I would sit down with my family and we'd watch Wonderful World of Disney, and Walt Disney would just sit there and lecture. And he would just take you behind the scenes and talk to you and show you the Disney animators. And it's not that you were seeing a cartoon, you were sitting there watching people stand over a desk draw, and he would talk to you while you'd see things going on and you'd see machines going on in the background. It was, so I see there's something to that. But also, to be honest with you, people who are 7-year-olds just like the fact that they're sitting there and they're spending time with their parents doing the same thing.
That's true. That is true. I'm just fascinated, and I'm happy that kids are enjoying the podcast. It's just surprised me because, again, when I'm talking about sponsorships and different aspects of YouTube,
6-year-olds know what a brand deal is now. There's 6-year-olds doing brand deals. There's 6-year-olds doing brand deals. There's 6-year-olds doing YouTube.
I mean, we got a YouTuber that's making an 8-year-old that's making like $30 million a year. So yeah, they definitely put big things on the tube. It's a kid. Man, it's humbling, man. I didn't. It's not something I expected. Like
4-year-olds are out here saying like and subscribe. I'm not even. all my friends who have kids like and subscribe.
But isn't that scary though, Roberto? Because I somebody told me a statistic lately that when they poll like the youth of America today, 86% of them want to be a YouTuber. Now, as much as I love the fact that we are going to have a lot of future content creators, that's also kind of scary, Roberto.
When we were kids, everyone wanted to be a musician and wanted to be a rock god and wanted to be a movie star. The difference here is that most people sober up and grow out of that. The thing is, with YouTuber, they don't theoretically have to sober and grow out of it. It's like, so there's upsides and downsides. The upside is, well, that trend probably makes me a millionaire, so yay. And then even though young people literally do not watch my content, but they'll grow up, so then they will watch my content. But like it is a troubling trend in a way, but it's also not, in the sense that because again, yeah, there should be. Look, people are going to say they want that, but they're not going to make it, so they're going to have to do something else anyway. Yeah. So okay, then they'll figure that out. But the fact that they want it, it's like, look, there are things I wanted to be when I grew up. I grew out of those things and I changed my mind. I did a lot of that. Even the thing that I really felt I wanted and I thought was my dream, which was be an animator, be a cartoonist, be an illustrator. I was like, wait, I actually don't like when people tell me what to make, like as far as art. So I selfishly decided that like, no, I'm doing art for me. And then I became a graphic designer. I got that career and I thought that was my dream career. It turned out not to be my dream career, and then I moved on from that, but I did it. And now that I'm like older, it's like I could see a point where I'm like, maybe when I've done a lot of what I want to do career success wise, maybe I'll just finance and fund my own animated project in some way. Even if I don't do all the animator artwork myself, it could be my original characters. I mean, as it is, I've paid people to animate an original character for me for my music channel. So it's like I'm kind of already starting down that path of, I can see producing an animated short, like being the executive producer, having a vision, writing a story, and then paying people to bring it. I could see myself paying and producing an animated short in my future before I die. And then that's literally just my childhood dream. I finally get to do it, but it'll be a different way than I thought I did. A lot of these people, they think they want to be YouTubers, but what they want is they want the YouTuber lifestyle. They'll figure out that there's something suited to them in life, or they won't, and they'll end up sobering up and then having to do something practical, and then they'll figure life out, I hope. But, you know, I mean, we'll just see where this trend goes. I don't think it's any different than every kid saying, I want to be a movie star back in our generation. I think it's the same thing.
So you bring up a good point. You said that the kids out there today are in love with the YouTuber lifestyle. So I guess my question is there a way for us to convey more conventional jobs and that type of more desirable lifestyle, like doctor, nurse, lawyer, police officer, different things like that? Because
that'll be fine. That'll be fine. It'll just go to a different group of people and everything like that. For one thing, people from immigrant and minority backgrounds and everything will not encourage their children to go and pursue creative careers. They will always encourage them to pursue safety careers. Not to mention, there are a lot of people who still just have a passion for that. There will always be people who have lost a loved one to an illness and will decide to go into nursing, doctor. We have no shortage when it comes to that. We have no shortage, and we never will. We never will. There will always be people who want to do that, especially with immigrant cultures. There will always be people in this country or who come to this country who want to do that sort of thing. Engineer, as far as content creator goes, content creator, yeah, you could do well for yourself. You can stay at home and everything like that. But if you literally want to become one of the richest people in the world, become an engineer. And so there will always be people who want to do that. And there will always be very highly intelligent people for whom that is the only thing that actually challenges them. There will always be those absurdly brilliant, talented people that are very, very mathematically, like not everybody has the creative bug in them, Vyper, and not everybody is creatively as talented as they are practically, logically, and mathematically and reasonably talented. There are people who love to talk and argue for a living and are going to want to be a lawyer, and then maybe when they've had their fill of that, they'll be a lawyer that then exists on YouTube or podcasting. There are going to be people who want to make a difference in the world and will want to serve in the military. There will be people who want to make a difference in the world and will want to be doctors and nurses and lawyers and engineers and pharmacists. There just always will be people who want what they want, not ever just because everybody. And by the way, I think half the kids that say they want to be a content creator are lying to fit in with their friends. I think half of them are lying to fit in with their friends. I think another half of that are people who don't know what the hell they want because they are children.
Yep.
And then I think that if any of them taste being a content creator, they will reconsider the first time they get a negative comment.
That's funny.
Their dream of being a YouTuber, we'll see how long it lasts against the comment section.
No doubt. But I want to bring up something. Hey, Andrew, good to see you in here. Andrew Edwards brought up something that I was going to highlight to you. There's a definite nurse and healthcare service out there. I mean,
that's true.
Every day, I got family members talking about how they don't have enough staffing and these.
Reconsider. It depends also on where you live, because here's actually the real issue. Actually, I know this issue. You're right, Andrew. It is and it isn't. It is and it isn't. Because what the problem is actually I know this issue because I talk about rural versus metro with some friends all the time, and the problem is that the highest quality and the greatest number of doctors and nurses consolidate into metropolitan areas. And so a lot of suburban and rural communities actually have massive shortages of good doctors and nurses, whereas metro areas have an abundance per capita of doctors and nurses because nobody stays home and stays local, and nobody serves the community that they grew up in. That's a real thing that does happen. Now, we should probably fix something in our systems to incentivize that more. I would think that the minute though, you say, okay, we're going to do loan forgiveness, but only for people to go into medical fields and into like these things where we have a shortage, because we also have a shortage of engineers, by the way, and we desperately need them. I think that instead of doing, forgive all student loans and everything like that, it's like, okay, tell you what, we're going to forgive the student loans of people who go into STEM fields. And then all of a sudden, you know what will happen, Vyper? We'll immediately have people going into STEM fields if we know, hey, you're going to get student loan forgiveness. And then if for the people who we just do that right now, we do that because that makes sense. I see much interest in forgiving liberal arts degrees. And so there's not practically. Here's the other thing you do. You create a fellowship type situation where if somebody like goes to a state school and they go into a nursing program or into a medical program in a state school, you'll forgive the years of tuition equal to the years that they work in that job in their community. That will make more people serve their local communities and their hometowns, and then you won't have this shortage in southern and rural and midwestern places of qualified doctors and nurses and even teachers. If you reward STEM fields and you say you become a doctor, you become a teacher, you become a nurse, you become an engineer, you do these things, and then you also, if you take your education and then you serve your actual hometown instead of running off to the city, we will forgive 1 year of tuition for every year that you put in at home. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. I think loan forgiveness for STEM will be definitely intriguing. I don't know if it's something that's going to come to pass, but it would be cool if they were actually considering that. That'd be nice.
Probably not with this administration and everything like that. I need more time. I need to make enough money to be able to buy Congress. Then I can make it happen.
Buy Congress. Oh, man. Too funny.
If anyone wants to crowdfund this and everything like that, look, why don't we just buy our country back? If it's for sale, I mean, like, if it's for sale.
Oh my God, too much. Oh man, I don't want to keep Roberto here tonight. I don't want to be here long tonight because we're both dealing with throats. As you can see, he's coughing, and my throat is like, not the best. But
we dying out here.
What's that?
So I was joking. I was saying we dying out here.
We died out here, yo. But I appreciate you being here, Roberto, and I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all of y'all who came through. Appreciate y'all. Again, I'm on vacation for the next 2 weeks, so I will not be here next week. I'll probably be back for the Friday after, but next Friday I am not going to be here. So y'all enjoy your week. Enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.